Fortnite actually did it. In case you missed it, the other day in the item shop, Epic Games brought back something that no one saw coming. And of course, I'm talking about the seasonal shop. This system includes items that you can purchase that are locked behind level requirements, reminiscent of Fortnite's earliest days in Chapter 1, Season 1. But here's the kicker. What items did Epic Games decide to bring back, you might ask? Oh, just 2 of the rarest skins in the game. Now sure, we've seen reskins of both of these skins over the years, most recently in this month's OG pass, but the original versions, they haven't made their return until now. Now exclusive skins and items have been a cornerstone of Fortnite since its launch in 2017, from promotional partnerships with companies like Twitch, Xbox, and PlayStation, to rare item shop skins like the Paradigm, and of course in the form of Battle Pass rewards. Exclusivity has been a huge part of the game's identity since 2017. Many players take immense pride in their OG skins, cherishing the fact that they are either there to unlock these cosmetics or to purchase them. So naturally, the idea of exclusivity ending inside of Fortnite is a sensitive and controversial topic, and it's one that's just been reignited in a big way. And while the community finds itself in shambles over this situation, one thought looms large in my mind. Exclusivity in Fortnite might be officially dead, but what does that mean for the future of the game? Now before I dive any deeper, I want to clarify one thing. I believe exclusive skins and items that are tied to external companies, such as Galaxy, Bright Bomber, and others, will likely remain exclusive. It's not just Epic's decision in those cases, as the third-party companies that are involved most likely also have a say. But as for the exclusive items from Fortnite's past, I'm not as certain. Take the Paradigm for example. While Epic Games did claim that its re-release was by accident, I personally feel like the release was done on purpose, in order to measure how players would react to a nostalgic exclusive item being re-released.
What? There's no shot!
And then there's also Epic Games' growing interest in revisiting old starter packs. While never officially labeled exclusive, were always assumed to be locked to their original seasons. Yet in Chapter 2 Remix, we saw the return of the Chapter 2 Season 1 starter pack, and given that older starter packs have now been updated, this is just another category that it seems like Epic Games is making less exclusive. And of course, the biggest bombshell, the return of Renegade Raider and Aerial Assault Trooper. These 2 skins were the rarest in game, and even though there's contradicting evidence that these skins were meant to be exclusive, as well as evidence pointing to the fact that they were never exclusive, I think we can all agree that this is something we never thought would happen in the game, and we all assumed these skins to be exclusive to Chapter 1, Season 1. But where things get even more intriguing in terms of exclusivity isn't just with these skins, it's with the most exclusive thing inside of this game, and of course I'm referring to Battle Passes. Now back in Chapter 5, Season 3, Epic Games announced a major change. Starting with Chapter 5, Season 4, all future Battle Pass content would be eligible to return to the item shop after a minimum of 16 months. At the time, this decision made perfect sense. The next season was another Marvel collaboration, and so it was a perfect time to implement this change. But things took an interesting turn when Epic Games updated the in-game files to include images of the purchase screen for every single Battle Pass from Chapter 1. This led many players to believe that these classic Battle Passes might have made a comeback with the launch of the OG mode this month. Yet instead of re-releasing those Battle Passes, Fortnite introduced a brand new Battle Pass for OG mode, remixing fan-favorite skins like Aerial Assault Trooper, Renegade Raider, and Skull Trooper. So of course, this led to a lot of players assuming that old Battle Passes would never return, and that every OG season moving forward would have a remixed Battle Pass to go along with the season. But here's the thing, as I pointed out in my video on OG, Season 1 isn't the best example to determine if OG Battle Passes will return, because obviously there wasn't a Battle Pass for Season 1. Instead, it featured the seasonal shop, which you guessed it, is the very system that Epic Games just revived last night. So I don't think it's crazy for some players, including myself, to take this as a sign that the discussion of OG Battle Passes returning isn't over. Now if Epic Games were to move forward with reintroducing these passes, I think there's an obvious loophole that they could use. While they did previously state that Battle Passes were exclusive to their respective season, we technically are back in Chapter 1 Season 1 right now. This isn't just a throwback mode casually added at the end of a chapter, it's a fully realized return to Chapter 1 Season 1, with plans to progress through every season in Chapter 1 all the way up to Season X. So what I'm insinuating is that Epic Games could technically claim that we're back in the specific season, therefore holding up the statement that Battle Passes will only be available in the respective season. Now of course, I'm no lawyer, I'm just a random guy on the internet that likes to yap into a mic, so if you disagree with this reasoning, just know that I do agree that this is an iffy way to go about it, but I won't lie to you and say that it isn't feasible that Epic Games very well could do this. So this brings up an intriguing question. Could the original Battle Passes return along their respective seasons? And if so, should they actually return? If you were to ask me if I wanted them to return, selfishly my answer would be yes. I did play Fortnite on and off in Chapter 1, but I never bought the battle passes on my account. But should they return? That's where I'm a little conflicted. On one hand, I wholeheartedly believe that exclusivity sucks. It locks great content away from newer players or those who missed out, and I'm glad Epic Games is moving away from the practice in the future. But on the other hand, Epic Games is in a tricky spot. Re-releasing older battle passes would certainly make some players feel like Epic Games is going back on their word, which could damage their trust in the company moving forward. So they would have to compensate players in some form, with either alternate styles or full-out refund, which in the end might do more damage than good for the company. So do I personally think that battle passes will return? Well, a week ago, I would have confidently said no. But after Thursday night's item shop update, I'm leaning towards a hesitant maybe. I can see a scenario where they solely rely on the remix battle passes for each season, and honestly, I'm 100% down. However, I can also imagine a world where we still get the remix pass, while also bringing back some original skins from that season's battle pass from the item shop, or maybe even re-offers the full battle pass itself. Now don't get me wrong, when I talk about this topic, I understand that bringing back battle passes is definitely more complicated than re-releasing individual skins like Renegade Raider. The key difference is obviously that battle passes were clearly advertised as never returning, while not all the other items and the packs that we've discussed were ever officially labeled as exclusive. They were just treated that way since Epic Games never released them after the season. That said, I'm definitely not ruling out the possibility of these passes coming back. A lot of the player base want to see them return, and this is likely shared among players who have these passes already and players who don't. Not to mention, the value for this in Epic Games would probably be insane, as they would be able to re-release cosmetics that already exist once again to new players for $10 each. However, it's definitely important to note that the community pushback would likely be far greater than anything we've ever seen. Epic Games have already set a precedent with skins like Paradigm, Renegade Raider, and Aerial Assault Trooper, as they're offering exclusive styles for OG owners to counter the backlash from the community. And who knows, maybe this approach could in theory be applied to Chapter 1 passes, but let's be real, creating alternate styles for every single Chapter 1 Battle Pass skin would be a massive undertaking, and even if Epic Games went that route, I have to wonder, would it truly be enough to satisfy the players who are deeply passionate about preserving the exclusivity of their items? All in all though, it's clear to me that Epic Games is no longer invested in the concept of exclusivity. More than the potential re-release of Battle Passes, the return of the Chapter 1 seasonal skins like Renegade Raider, and the fact that all passes moving forward are not going to be exclusive, these feel like definitive moments that have officially ended exclusivity moving forward, and honestly, that's for the better. So for now, exclusivity is dead moving forward, but as for the past, that's yet to be determined. Now if you enjoyed that video, make sure that you're subscribed, because less than 4% of you watching right now are actually subbed. But until next time, as always, take care and stay twisty.